but you're a lifetime away. And I can't say your name without taking the blame. And I can't say your name without taking the blame. Oh, oh, I stare out at the morning, lonely and afraid. The sunlight hits me hard, and it slaps me in the face. And I can't say your name without taking the blame. And I can't say your name without taking the blame. I can't say your name without taking the blame. And I can't say your name without taking the
Live from the Henley basement at Chapman University, this is Case.
Hello, 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 Chapman Radio, what's going on? It's live from Henley Basement. We have some lovely DJs in the studio today, so let's introduce ourselves. I'll start off. My name is Reese, aka DJ Reese from Asian Fusion. Let's go around the table, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm DJ Ryan, and I'm doing What's Trending.
Hi, I'm DJ Peaches, and I'll be talking about movies that I like and that I think you guys will too.
Hey, everybody, I am Curly, and I'm going to be doing a segment here called Fun Facts that I am promising is going to be super fun, super interesting.
Sounds good. So a brief rundown of today's show. We're going to start off with some fun facts, then head over to the Reese Report with DJ Reese. Then we're going to have a fun music break, What's Trending, Screen Time, an interview with Jesse from London, and then another music break, and then we will play some Ducking High if we have time.
We're going to see if Jesse from London is reachable. There has been some lack of communication here, so we will see if we can get Jesse on the line. So we're going to keep the listeners in suspense, is if we're able to get Jesse or not. So we will see. Cliffhanger. I wish I had my cliffhanger sound effect now, but we will see.
You'll have to tune in if we find out if that interview is happening or not. But anyways, let's head over to some fun facts with DJ Curly. Let's get it.
That's a fun fact.
Wow.
That's a fun fact.
This is Fun Facts with Curly. All right, so fun facts here. Fun facts time with Curly. And boy, oh boy, do I have a list of what I think are fun facts. Feel free to jump in if you're like, Curly, that's not a fun fact. That is an unfun fact, in fact. First fun fact here. I kind of previewed this one on a Tuesday, but listeners haven't heard it. And that is that why is WD-40 named WD-40? I definitely remember as a kid, sprayed WD-40 on everything. If it was broken, you spray WD-40 on it. It gets it working better. Reason for that, fun fact, is that WD-40 was named WD-40 because the first 1 through 39 versions of it were failures. So, that's what I like to call a fun fact. Whoa! All right, fun fact number 2. Are you guys ready for this one? All right.
We are so ready.
All right, we'll see how ready you are. Did you know that Lego is the biggest tire manufacturer in the world?
That's a fun fact.
That's a super fun fact. Do you know why that is? Why is Lego the biggest tire manufacturer in the world? They say this is true in the sense that Lego manufactures more rubber tires per year than any other automotive company. Lego produced 381 million tires in 2010, easily surpassing the output of Bridgestone or Michelin, the two leading tire manufacturers in the world. However, if you want to get technical, Lego holds the Guinness World Record for being the largest annual volume toy tire manufacturer in the world. So they still produce more tires than tires made for cars, which I think that blows my mind, that there must be more Lego cars built every year than there are actual cars around the world. Wow.
Yeah, I was so confused the first time because you were like tires, and I'm thinking like Lego's making actual tires for cars, and I don't think that's true. But then you clarified it with the toy cars, and I was like, there you go.
Toy cars, regular cars, cars nonetheless.
So true.
All right, so that was fun fact number 2. Fun fact number 3 I've got for you. Haiti and Liechtenstein didn't realize they had the same flag until the 1936 Olympics. So Haiti and Liechtenstein had the same flag by accident, a dark blue stripe over a dark red stripe, and didn't realize it until the 1936 Olympics. So when Liechtenstein participated in the 1936 Summer Olympic Games held in Germany, it discovered that the national flag of Haiti had the same blue-red pattern. To avoid confusion in the future, the following year, a yellow crown was added near the hoist of the blue stripe in the Liechtenstein flag.
Whoa! How did they not find out until you said the 30s?
1936.
1936. How?
I don't know. I was kind of thinking about that too, is because when you look back at maps, like way back in the day, and by way back in the day, I mean just 100 years ago, like really not that long ago, like maps of Europe looked way different than they do today. Like new countries get made all the time. I didn't do the research to look back at when Liechtenstein became a country, but I'm wondering, but still, like, how could you not figure out, like, when we're making a flag, you would think that step 1 or step 2 would be like, let's not copy another country's flag.
Wait, so they realized it at the Olympics?
Yeah.
They should have just competed, and whoever did better should have just been able to
You get to keep your flag. All right, folks, we're going to do flag getting to keep competition. I like that. You know, and that's brings up another thing. So I lived in New Zealand for a little bit, and the New Zealand flag has the Union Jack, England's flag, on it. Like it's part of it. And so does Australia, and so does a bunch of South Pacific islands have the flag of the Union Jack, like somewhere, typically like in the upper left-hand corner. Even Hawaii's state flag has the Union Jack in it. But my question is, why? Why are we copying England's flag and putting it? I mean, I understand it's because of colonialism and the Commonwealth, and there's still a connection to England in some form or fashion, but have your own flag, folks. I think that's the takeaway here. Have your own flag. All right. Are you guys ready for fun fact number 4?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Coming at you. Coming at you hot right now. This one's a tough one. This one's word salad for me. I do not know if I'm going to pronounce this correctly or not, but damn it, I'm going to give it a shot. Eigengrau. Yeah. Eigengrau? Eigengrau or Eigengrau? I'm not sure which. I'm going to go with Eigen. Eigengrau is the color you see in a pitch black room. So you don't, when you open your eyes in a pitch black room, you don't actually see like black, like the true color black. Like there's a bit of gray tone to it. And so that color is called Eigengrau, is what I think I'm going to pronounce that as.
That's really interesting. I didn't even know that there was a color for that.
So what experts say here, even when you're in total darkness, your optic nerve remains active and sends visual signals to your brain. When we close our eyes or enter total darkness, most people see vague gray fields, usually composed of changing regions of tiny black and white dots. This color is called Eigengrau, a German word that means intrinsic gray. What we are seeing is visual noise, and it is the static of our retina.
That's a fun fact.
Static of the retina, DJ Reese.
That is really interesting. Like, okay, so when someone says like a scary story, like all of a sudden the room turned pitch black. No, they have to say like all of a sudden.
It turned Eigengrau. But you have to do it with the harsh German accent. Eigengrau. But my question to you guys is, this fun fact got me thinking, like, what's the creepiest dark space that you have found yourself in? And I'll start because I remember when I was an undergrad going to Humboldt. Humboldt's kind of a rural area. And I don't know how we got out there, but a group of us got out into like a real rural area and found like this abandoned home. And for some reason, we thought it would be a good idea to go into it. And that was super creepy. Nothing happened, but I was like, for sure, this place is haunted.
I can't think of a really specific space, but just like any dark hallway. Honestly, I'm really afraid of the dark. So it's like when I get out of bed, I have to just like run like from my bed to the bathroom because I have to go down like a long hallway to get there. And then just once I turn off the lights in the bathroom, I am running straight from the bathroom back to my bed. So yeah, just any long dark hallway.
Okay,
me.
so the creepiest place is your house, apparently.
I guess that yeah, my house.
What do you got, Ryan? Creepiest place, creepiest dark place.
Yeah, I was trying to think about it. Me and my mom and my sisters, we all stayed in a really scary Airbnb, and it was in Malibu, which is the weird part. You'd think it'd be kind of safe, I guess.
Was it on purpose to stay at the
No, not. We left it. We couldn't stay. We literally got there and then, like, it looked abandoned. It was in the middle of this hill. It took like an hour to get outside to it. And then we heard like dogs barking. The windows were open. And some man was living next door, like a door away from us. We were like, okay, we're done here. So that was a terrifying experience.
Ooh, when you just say some man was,
yeah,
it's like, okay, that's
we
creepy.
just heard a voice. We were just like, we gotta go.
It's creepy. Peaches, what do you got?
So I'm from Georgia, so there's a lot of like Civil War battlefields just like around where I live.
You mean ghosts for sure?
Yeah. So like me and one of my friends, no, it was two of my friends, we like went in because you can just like walk around. There's like trails and stuff everywhere. But we went in there and then it had to be like 10 p.m. like, and it was dark, so you couldn't really see anything. And then we like went onto this like ledge and you could like see onto another battlefield down below, and like this fence is like made of wood. It's like really old. So he like got on top of it and he's like, oh yeah, what's the worst that could happen? And it snapped. And like, remember, I can't see anything. So I just hear a snap and then he's like falling down a hill.
Well, you're seeing Einengrau.
Oh, that's, yeah, okay. But yeah, he went like sliding down the hill and then I just freaked out and started running. And I had a milkshake and I spilled it and I was pretty disappointed. But like, yeah, that was probably the creepiest because you just can't see anything and it's like so open. So yeah.
I agree. Can't see stuff. All right. I've got time for one more fun fact here. I'm saving the best for last. We'll have to include the drum roll sound effect in our sound effect cart here. But everybody, if you could imagine a drum roll for us. Last
I
one.
have an air horn.
All right. Save the air horn for right when I say it. I think this is going to be perfect, right when I'm done saying it. You don't know what I'm going to say, but it's going to be perfect. All right. Last fun fact of the day. Birds don't fart. So unfortunately for fans of arachnids and or flatulence, scientists have neither confirmed nor denied the of spider farts. It's likely that they do not, given their liquid diet, but it is true that birds do not break wind. They digest food too quickly to produce gas. This is one that I've heard before, and indeed, that's a fun fact. And that is a fun fact because I guess birds' diet, it's all like, it's liquidy and it just kind of comes out all the same, all at once. So, last fun fact of the day, birds don't fart. Burr, 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 burr. All right, everybody, that was my round of fun facts. I hope that you feel enlightened. I hope that you feel engaged. I hope that you feel a little bit smarter. And now you can go home and tell your friends and family that birds don't fart. You heard it from Curly.
That was very nice. I really like that. All right, so moving on. It's time for the Reese Report, so let's get it. Get ready, because it's time for the Reese Report.
Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up.
Yes, it is time for the Reese Report. So I'm going to read some headlines from the Chapman Newsroom. If you want the full story, go ahead, check it out on the internet, Chapman Newsroom. Okay, so for our first story, this is called Matches Made in Heaven. 74% of School of Pharmacy class of 2022 residency applicants match with accredited programs. Applying for pharmacy residency can be stressful, highly competitive process for a student finishing pharmacy school. The good news, of the Chapman University class of 2022 pharmacy students who applied for an accredited residency program, a whopping 74%, which is 28 students, matched. I think that gets an air horn.
I've been hearing good things about our pharmacy program. I don't know. Did it say what it was ranked in the country, or did it give any stats?
I could definitely look it up, but it doesn't say in the article where it's ranked.
Okay. I know that it's new, but it sounds like it's been pretty successful. And the School of Pharmacy is not on this campus. It's down at that Rinker campus. Has anybody been to that Rinker campus?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? I haven't. I've never seen it. This is like the first time I've heard about it in like a month. So yeah, I don't know anything about the Rinker campus.
All right. I think Ryan might have something
Yeah,
here.
I was an acting major before, so I had some movement classes right next to the Science and Rinker building. But I also didn't know we had a pharmacy school, so I think it's fairly new.
Oh, you couldn't just like pop over to the pharmacy?
Try some experience and drugs. Yeah.
Try some pharmacy drugs before you do your movement classes?
I needed them, but I didn't do that. Just kidding.
I haven't been to that Rinker campus either, but I think I heard, I'll have to come back with another fun fact next week about the amount of money that the university is putting in to develop that campus. Because when you go down there, I've drove past it and it was just like this industrial park, just like office buildings, like nothing particularly spectacular about it. But yeah, I think that it's going to be like a more prominent thing, that we won't have people like Peaches over here that's like, what's Rinker? What is this campus?
My apologies.
It's cool. All right, Reese, what do you got?
I just saw an update. So I looked it up. So the Chapman University School of Pharmacy is ranked in the top 100 best pharmacy schools as of last year in the U.S. News and World Report at number 99.
Hey. Good job, School of Pharmacy. Good job.
Where is it located again?
Down in Irvine.
Oh.
So if you take the 5 south and get off at like Culver? No, it's a little bit further than that. Jeffrey? Something like it's down by like this Irvine Spectrum.
Oh, okay. I know Irvine Spectrum.
Yeah. So
yeah, you
that-
know, like I don't know how to drive still, so I don't know directions.
Oh, that's right. How is driving going, by the way?
Well, I'm still doing my online classes, which is going great. I love sitting at this first seat because I can just play the air horn whenever I want. But yeah, driving, I haven't actually sat in a car yet and started like driving, but I've just been copy pasting a bunch of notes from AAA.
Do you know what could be a fun DJ on the street? Is I will let you do it with my car, Reese. Is we will just do circles in the parking lot
Oh my god.
up above the radio station, and I will have you guys in the back with like a microphone recording the whole situation. Do you think that would? Are you ready to get in a car and start driving?
Absolutely not. It's just gonna be 10 minutes of DJ Reese screams her head off.
Okay,
for
I
10
think that
minutes.
this could be rich audio that we could capture.
Oh my
I
god.
figured we could just teach her in the process too.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay, I like that.
Have you ever driven before?
No, I have not.
Well, you know what's funny? When I started to drive for the first time, I didn't realize, well, like the first time ever, never sat in a car, I didn't realize you just use your right foot. That was something weird to me. I was like, why can't I use both feet? And they were freaking out on me, like in the training. They're like, no, you only use your right foot. I still don't understand why. Somebody said it's about the engine, right?
It's so you don't press the brake and the gas like at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, you could use 2 feet, but you just have to make sure that you don't, like Reese said, like you're not accidentally putting a little bit of pressure on the brake while you're putting pressure on the accelerator. But I'm with you. I'm with you.
Like, why can't we be ambidextrous? I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Dexterous drivers?
Yeah, but
Right?
this
Is that how you
Did-
say it?
aren't you
Ambidextrous?
ambidextrous with your hands?
Yeah.
What would it be with your feet? Ambifootress?
Yeah. I don't know.
Ambifooty?
Emma pedal? I know pedal.
Oh,
like
pedal.
foot.
Pedal could be it.
That's
yeah.
like the only thing I know.
Ambipedal? Okay. We have to find stick shift. We'll have to teach you stick shift as well.
Oh my gosh. People still use that? Use that?
Not so much in America. From my experience, other countries use stick shift more than we do in the U.S. But we want to make sure you're prepared, Reese. What happens
For
if
any
you
situation.
Yeah, you come across a situation where you're the only one that can drive and it's a manual stick shift. You have to do
Is
it.
stick shift usually in like big trucks or like what types of cars?
Any kind of car.
What kind of car?
Any kind of car.
If you want to drive a really, really fast car, you should probably learn stick shift.
Yeah, that's what Reese wants to do.
Just imagine me. I'm like 4'8", and then like my ride is like a huge truck. That would be so funny.
All right, I see DJ on the street happening. We're
Oh,
we're
boy.
gonna teach DJ Reese how
DJ
to.
on the street, DJ on the road. I'm scared, guys. Help me.
All right. So speaking of driving, this took an interesting turn away from the School of Pharmacy. What's our next piece of news there?
All right, next piece of news. Chapman is launching a STEM/MBA program. Wall Family Scholars Program will support scholarships in the program annually. Students looking to be leaders in the tech industry can soon pursue a science, technology, engineering, and math STEM MBA at Chapman University's. I never know how to pronounce his name. Is it Argyros? Argyros?
I think it's arduous.
Argyros?
Arduous.
That's what I've been saying.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Just say it
Argyros.
quickly with confidence.
Argyros, School of Business and Economics. The program, which launches in fall 2023, will give Chapman students majoring in STEM subjects the chance to get an MBA in one additional year following Chapman's 4+1 academic timeline. See, I know nothing about STEM. This is really interesting. I brought this up to you guys earlier this week, but my parents both graduated from UCLA in biology, and they told me, Reese, don't you dare check off that STEM box. Do something else. Or else, I don't know, we'll disown you or something like that. Something like that. And I have no idea why.
Well, I think that this program is interesting because it's not science, right? It's MBA, Masters of Business Administration. So I'm intrigued by this because it's STEM. It's like getting you a business degree that's specifically designed around STEM, like the sciences. So like the business behind science is what I'm kind of getting from this program.
I think that's what it is. I think that's really interesting. Like,
That's what you guys heard, right? It's
Yeah.
MBA. I heard MBA and
MBA.
STEM.
Maybe it's like you learn about biology for 4 years and then like how you can apply it to like the business or like starting your own XYZ.
start your own science lab.
Okay.
It says it's for like tech students.
Okay. But like the business side of stuff. What I'm hearing is all right, how do you make money off of the sciences? That's what I'm hearing. I don't know. I don't know if I'm all in or all out on this degree. This is interesting. I guess I'm all in. There's got to be some type of businessy stuff behind the sciences to make the world go round, I suppose.
Yeah, still, I know nothing about STEM or business. I'm in broadcast journalism. I just know how to talk.
All right. Any more news?
That's it for today because the rest of the like headlines are from like a few weeks ago. So
All right.
if they keep updating stuff, I'll keep reporting them.
Perfect.
So up next, do you have anything else? to add?
I'm just really eager to hear you ramp over the beginning of the song.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So up next, this is a song that my mom requested because she plays it every day in the shower. This is called I Like You, Post Malone, Doja Cat.
I like you, I do. I wanna be a friend, go shopping in a Benz. I like you, I do. I hit you in a land, can you fit me in your plans? I like you, I do. We went over to France and we woke up in Japan. I like you, I do. Oh girl, I know you only like it fancy, so I pull up in that Maybach candy. Yeah, your boyfriend will never understand me, cause I'm about to pull this girl like a hammy. Let's take a little dip, little lady. Hit PCH from Eddie. Yeah, I've been thinking lately that I need someone to save me. Now that I'm famous, I got hoes all around me, but I need a good girl, I need someone to ground me. So please be true, don't fuck around with me. I need someone to share this heart with me. Feel you up, then run it back again. Oh girl, I like you, I do. I wanna be a friend, go shopping in a Benz. I like you, I do. I hit you in a land, can you fit me in your plans? I like you, I do. We went over to France and we woke up in Japan. I like you, I do. I do.
Let me know when you're free, cause I've been trying to hit it all week, babe. Why you acting all sweet? I know that you want a little me, yeah. Get a little OT, but ain't shit new to a freak. Let me drop bands for that jewel in your teeth. He let the way I drip, turn that pool to the beach. And I coulda caught the Birkin, but I cops the lead. Why we got the same taste for the finer things? Brand new nigga with the same routine. Now we got me on a leash, cause we said no strings. You know I'm cool with that. So the pussy, you ain't get sued for that. Wonder what a nigga might do for that. I could be a shocker where roof is at. 80 in the Benz when that roof go back. They don't wanna see us get too okay. I just got a feeling that we might be friends for a long, long time. You don't mind, and you know I like you for that.
I like you, I do. I wanna be a friend, go shopping in a Benz. I like you, I do. I hit you in a land, can you fit me in your plans? I like you, I do. We went over to France and we woke up in Japan. I like you, I do. I do. I just want you, I just want you. Your heart's so big, but the ass is huge. Just want you, oh baby, do you like me too? Girl, I like you, I do. I wanna be a friend, go shopping in a Benz. I like you, I do. I do. I'm a savage.
What's trending? All right. On What's Trending this week, I have seen a lot buzzing on TikTok with the balsamic Coca-Cola. It's also pretty controversial too because some people are saying they love it, they're raving about it, and others are saying it's absolutely disgusting. But I think the idea behind it is that it's a healthy, in quotes, alternative to Coca-Cola. So in order to give it justice, I tried it yesterday, but I only had like cream balsamic, if you know what I mean, like not like the liquid version. Is that?
I didn't know cream balsamic existed.
It's like crema, I think. I don't know.
Wait, I kind of want to try it now.
Yeah, it's interesting. But that's all I had. And then so what they do in the video, this trend was started by Amanda Jones, and she was a former actor and model. And the TikTok she made says, oh, like my Pilates instructing water. And she said, like, use any LaCroix, flavored water, whatever. So all I had was that crema balsamic, and then bubbly. Do you guys know bubbly, the sparkling water?
Yeah.
But it was cherry flavored. So I actually think I mastered the recipe because that's cherry Coca-Cola. So I put the balsamic in and then added the cherry, mixed it until it's like together. And surprisingly, I thought it was really, really good. Like I would actually drink it again. And I'm picky, but also like it tasted like legit. I didn't think it tasted bad at all.
So did like the balsamic flavor add anything to like the regular soda?
Yeah, well, in the like original TikTok, they're like, look, it looks like Coca-Cola, but it actually tastes like it too. I don't know how to explain it. It's so weird because balsamic you wouldn't think, but with the flavored aspect of the water, I think the combination makes it taste like a drink.
That's really interesting. You know, like I think also on TikTok, this was like much earlier, I heard of balsamic vinegar on vanilla ice cream.
And what was
Yeah. I've seen that before. There used to be a place in Old Town Orange called A La Minute that they did the, what was it, the ice cream with hydrogen. They'd make it with liquid nitrogen, not hydrogen, liquid nitrogen. And one of the flavors was like goat cheese and balsamic vinegar. And it sounded disgusting, but it was actually okay.
That's interesting. What was the taste supposed to be with the balsamic and vanilla?
I don't know. I've never tried it, but people liked it.
You just saw it and were like, yuck.
I saw it and I was like, wow, that's interesting. Next.
Moving on.
Well, I got my whole family to try it, and they were all like really surprised. They thought it was good. So I don't know if like in the video she advocated for like having it in the morning, but I feel like that's kind of weird. But I guess if you really want to have soda and you're like trying to not have a bunch of sugar, I guess that's why you would have it.
Okay. I've heard mixed reviews because there was another radio show that I listened to where they tried it and they said it was disgusting. It was horrible. It tasted like you would think it would.
That's what I thought too when I was trying it. I was like, this is so weird.
But I'm thinking maybe your version is what did it with the crema.
Yeah.
Because the crema would mean that there's already kind of like a smoothness to it, maybe a more sugariness to it than a typical balsamic vinegar. Like maybe it balances out that vinegary part, and then the cherry sparkling soda. I think we need to do an in-studio taste test.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I think the next step. I need to try this.
But yeah, and then next up on What's Trending is the new Stranger Things Season 4. Have you guys stayed tuned to it?
I watched the whole thing with my dad, and it was awesome.
I binged all of it yesterday.
Just yesterday?
Yeah.
I've tried my best to watch it all straight through, but I start it too late at night and I fall asleep. But I just finished the first 7 episodes, right?
Pretty good. I only watched 1 episode last night, and so I just started it pretty late. But my dad was literally like telling me it was so scary. He was like, "Close your eyes." There's like certain parts that I think it's just they've upped the horror from the past seasons. But I have a few fun facts about Stranger Things Season 4.
Do I need to get my sound effects ready?
Yes.
Okay.
So, in order to bring to life the locations of Hawkins and California and Russia to the screen, the crew filmed in both Atlanta, Georgia, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Lithuania.
Wow.
But then when it comes to the costume department, it's really interesting because some of Stranger Things Season 4 takes place in California. And so they worked with Quicksilver, the brand from California, to create like inspired looks from the 80s.
That's a fun fact.
And the last fun fact is Vans and Converse also created custom-made shoes for some of the Stranger Things characters.
Whoa! That is super interesting.
I think I have a little fun fact to add to that. Because the Hawkins lab is actually in Atlanta, which is where I'm from. So I know like there's days where you can just literally just walk in there and like you can just explore.
Like where they filmed it?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Oh.
I know there's a bunch of filming that goes on in Atlanta these days.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. Most of it's out in the country. So yeah.
I don't know if you guys were here. You may not have been part of Chapman or had a reason to go, but the Duffer Brothers were graduation speakers a couple years ago.
No way.
Did anybody go watch them?
I think I was here when that happened because I didn't go, but I heard about it and I was jealous.
It was one of the best. They did it during the convocation, which I'm still not quite sure what convocation is versus the typical graduation. I guess convocation is like university wide for everybody, and then they have the individual graduations for your school, your specific school. But the Duffer Brothers gave this awesome graduation speech, like the best one that I've seen, and I've been to a lot of graduations in my lifetime, because they did this good cop, bad cop routine, which was awesome, because there was two of them. So one brother was the good cop, and he was saying like motivational stuff to the students, like you've got the world in front of you, like opportunity abound, like the world's your oyster kind of stuff, like go out and get it. And immediately, like whenever one of the brothers would say something positive, the next brother would jump in and be like, but it's going to be tough and the world sucks. And like, you're going to do a lot of bad stuff before you eventually get to the good stuff. And then the brother would come in and be like, but your journey's going to be awesome. And there's rainbows and stars in front of you. And then another brother would come in and be like, it's total darkness. It's going to be really bad for a long time. And it was awesome how they played off each other. You could tell that like them sitting down writing Stranger Things together must be a really fun experience.
I don't know. I always feel like a sense of pride whenever I watch Stranger Things, knowing that they're Chapman graduates.
Even though I had nothing to do with it, but yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel that too. And especially being like in the film department, knowing that like maybe we get some of this thing education they did.
I know I'll go somewhere because they did.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the way that works.
Okay, and the last what's trending is I kind of thought this would be a fun game because there's a trend on TikTok and like the song plays and in quotes the person says something that they thought was true, like he was the love of my life, but then in parentheses it's like what actually was the case, like he was a serial cheater. And so I thought it would be funny to like apply that to your life if you like told people in the moment like you thought one thing, but then in reality like what the truth was.
Wait a minute, I need more. Say that again.
So the line in the beginning is something that you thought was true in the moment, like he was the love of my life. But then in parentheses after, you'd be like, in reality, he was a serial cheater or something like that.
Oh, but it turns out type of thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was this way, but it's this other way. So you're asking us what
to apply
our
it to.
situation we could apply that to. Oh, I've got one. We ready?
Yes, ready.
For me, it was my PhD. Like I thought that earning my PhD would mean that I'm like partial wizard at least. Like there'd be some type of magical powers that come along with that. But turns out, no, still just the regular old Travis. Like there's nothing special that happens to you. I feel, if anything, I feel like I've learned how little I know, and I feel like dumber after I got my PhD, just because it showed like my deficiencies and how there's a bunch of other people in this world that are way smarter than I am. So I'm going to go with the PhD experience. I thought going into it, it'd be way different than how it actually turned out.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I have one. Okay. So when I was much younger, I thought that drinking milk and eating right would make me grow very tall.
That didn't work out, huh?
And then all of a sudden my doctor shows me my height chart and just shakes her head. Sorry, Reese, there's no hope for you. You're staying at least like 4'10" forever.
Wait a minute. So for the listeners out there, DJ Reese, I thought you said you were 4'8"
I'm like,
earlier.
Or like 4'10" would probably be like the most on a good day.
Okay.
On a good day. But today I'm 4'8".
I drank a lot of milk as a kid, and I'm 6'4". So
please donate height, sir. Please donate.
What do you guys got?
I guess for me, well, I I spent 2 weeks learning how to solve a Rubik's Cube, and then I thought, like, if I can do this, then everything else is going to come, like, so much easier.
This applies to other stuff in life. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Like, I'm just as confused doing other things, but I still know how to solve a Rubik's Cube, and then people are like, oh, you're so smart, and I'm like, not really. Because, like, once you get it, like, you get it. It's not like it changes, so.
Step 1 to make $1 million in life, learn the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
For me,
Oh.
good. I think for mine was like high school is going to be like High School Musical, like the best 4 years of your life. And in reality, it ended up being good at the end, but it just like, it's not easy. Like high school is not High School Musical, and like people are not nice and things happen, you know.
Do you mean you didn't dance and sing in high school?
I mean, I did because I did theater, but not everybody else did.
I was also a theater kid. I do not recommend, sorry.
Oh, no. Wow. We're going to have to dig into that one in a different episode, I feel like.
Tea time with DJ Reese
Uh-oh.
for a later episode.
Okay.
But about your Rubik's Cube thing, something about my high school, there was a whole hallway in my high school of just kids sitting on the floor doing Rubik's Cubes. Did anyone else have that in their high school, or is it just me because I come from like a really nerdy high school?
Not necessarily. For me, it was more because it was like my senior year, and all of a sudden, like everyone, there was this one kid, I forgot his name, but he knew how to solve it. And then, because I was on the football team, then like 4 of the football players went over and decided like, oh, we're gonna learn how to do this. So they did it, and then it just started like spreading throughout the football team, and then from them it spread to like everyone else, and then like it was like this weird phase where everybody was trying to solve a Rubik's Cube, and then we were like paying each other to like teach. So,
Ooh. Well, I feel like there's a lot of lessons in there.
yeah,
Like lesson 1, we learn how cults start.
very true.
It just spreads like wildfire.
It really does.
Somehow without people realizing what's going on. And B, capitalism.
Yeah,
Learn how to make
money off of it.
Make money off it. I like it.
Well, and that's all for what's trending.
Hey, very good. I feel so up to date now.
Are you ready for screen time?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let's split.
Welcome to Screen Time with DJ Peaches, bringing you the movie must-haves. On its live from Henley Basement.
All right, what's up? What's up? I'm DJ Peaches, and this is Screen Time, where I just talk about movies, and y'all can chip in whenever you want. These are mostly going to be movies that I think are like either fantastic or terrible, but for the first 3, they're like my 3 favorite movies, so they're all going to be great, no matter what. So, I don't know if any of you guys have seen this, but it's obviously a really popular movie. It's Inception, my all-time favorite movie. I have a 27 by 40 inch poster of it in every single room. Not every single room. No. Everywhere I go, I take this poster with me and I put it up, basically. So, like, wherever I'm living, you'll see it. But the reason I think this movie is amazing is because mostly Leonardo DiCaprio's like performance in it. Like, he is very believable in terms of like his motives and how he interacts with like all the people that he's working with. So if you just want to see a good performance in general, I really highly recommend going to watch his performance in Inception. But also, I think the plot is absolutely crazy, and it even holds up, even though it's been like, 12 years since it came out. I've never really seen any other plot like it. It's very confusing, which is also kind of a negative in a sense. Like, if you've never seen Inception and you go and see it for the first time, you'll probably come out having a headache, but it's worth it if you go see it again. I mean, I don't know, Travis, you said or you've seen it before, right?
I thought it was great. I'm with you on the confusing part, but I think that they do a good job of like being upfront with, like, the whole point is that it's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to be a bit out there and weird, because the other thing about it is like each level that they go down, or like each dream that they go into, because it's dreams within dreams within dreams, right?
Yeah.
Is that time changes as well.
It does. Doesn't it, like, I don't remember that exactly. Doesn't it like get slower the more, like, the deeper you go?
Well, the deeper you go, the level that you come from gets slower.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. See, now I'm confused talking about it.
And so, like, because my understanding is that they have to do everything. Like they basically have to save the world in 5 minutes.
Pretty
Like,
much.
the whole movie is like 5 minutes long, really.
Honestly,
And I mean, I know that that's not true, but that's the idea, because they can do a whole lot more once they get within dreams, which makes a lot of sense, because when I dream, it feels like it's forever. But I guess from what I understand, like when you're dreaming, it's just the few seconds before you wake up.
yeah, because it takes a while to get to like the dreaming stage in the first place. So honestly, that's kind of weird. It's wild. But yeah. 'Cause
Does anybody have any reoccurring dreams or like weird dreams?
I always have those dreams where I'm falling and then I wake up.
Yeah, I do the falling ones.
I don't think I've ever had a falling dream. But there's this one dream that I remember that I had when I was in like first grade, where I'm like, you know those like cement like cylinders that you can like see through on construction sites?
Yeah, like big pipes.
Yeah. So like apparently in my dream, I'm just like sitting in one, and then on the very end of it, like on the other side, is someone else just sitting there, and it's like a silhouette, and I don't know who it is.
Ooh,
And like that dream has stuck with me for so long.
that's creepy.
Yeah.
Well, I hear dreams are like your way of your brain like working through what's going to happen, like almost like going through a maze. Like if you had a dream of going through that maze before you actually go through the maze, you might have like a better performance in the maze. So it's interesting to think, like, I don't know if there's situations where like you had a dream before something happened because you were thinking about it and you like worked through it before you got to that moment.
I have a lot of like deja vu dreams too. Like, actually, yesterday I was dreaming about today, just like sitting here in the studio, and now I'm here.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I have like deja vu moments, but I never see them coming. Like I have no idea what's gonna happen, and then I'm like there, and then it's like, oh my goodness. I remember like a second of it, and then it's just gone. It's weird.
Do dreams mean anything?
I think they do. Like when I have nightmares, I look them up, and it turns out it just means I'm really insecure about myself.
That's the meaning. You go on to Dream WebMD and
Yeah,
learn about your dreams.
Like, oh my gosh, in my dream, I was just like chased by a demonic baby, but that actually means I'm very lonely in my life.
Oh.
Like, or something like that. It's just like, just everything that I type in, it leads to the web basically just telling me, you need to check yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. Our dreams are so weird. Dreams are so weird. I'm not sure if they mean anything or if it's just our mind, like being overactive. I don't know. Dreams are weird.
I know one of the things, because Christopher Nolan is the director of it, but I know he based the movie off of like lucid dreams. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever like been able to do that, because I've always thought about like trying it, but I have no idea like how it works or how to
Wait a minute,
start.
remind me, what's a lucid dream again?
It's like where you're dreaming, but you're aware of like everything.
And it's kind of like you can control what you're doing in your dream, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely done that like once. Would you like me to talk about it?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like I'm
it
curious.
It was really boring
Like,
though. It was just basically in my dream. I only remember it because like I keep a dream journal. So do you guys have dream journals?
No.
Wait a minute. You like when you have a dream at night, you wake up in the morning, you write
I wake
down?
up in the morning and then I just write down whatever I can remember because usually like I forget it really fast. And it's like if I really liked the dream, I would write about it. I just think it's really interesting. But anyways, in my lucid dream, it was really boring. I was just walking down the street and then all of a sudden I was holding a banana for some reason. And I was like, where did this come from? And then I woke up.
have you WebMD'd that one?
I have not. I feel like I should.
Yeah. There's meaning there. You'll find it.
Interesting. All right, what's the next movie?
Next movie. One of my all-time favorites. I'm a bit of a history buff. I love history. So I don't know if any of you guys have seen The King. It's on Netflix. Timothy Chalamet, Robert Pattinson.
Oh, I have seen that.
You have?
It is very good.
Oh, I love that movie so much.
Chalamet.
Big fan
Yeah.
of Chalamet.
Actually, fun fact, Chalamet's dad is the King of France in that movie. And
That's
I didn't
fun
realize
fact.
that until yesterday.
Lots of fun facts on this episode. I love it.
But positives, I'd say excellent setup. Even though it's like a really slow pace at first. Like, it's a lot of talking and diplomacy in the beginning. I remember I tried to show it to one of my friends. And she literally got up and left. She was so bored. And I was like, you left right at the good part. But yeah, if you have the patience and you make it through it, you'll understand what's happening and it all pieces together so nicely. But yeah, you just got to get past that part, and it's really, really, really good. And then also, I'd say production design is phenomenal. It's really believable. It really throws you into, like, I think it's like 15th century England. And I was like comparing it to what I've seen in my travels, because I've been to Ireland and I went to Germany for a little bit, and I remember I visited castles there, and I was like looking at photos that I took from there and comparing them to the setups that they had in The King, and it's very, very accurate. Like armor, when they have like, or when they're putting it on, it's like super accurate. All the chairs down to the windows and like how the light comes through it, it's perfect. I was like genuinely surprised. So if you want to get immersed in a movie, I would say The King is a really good one too, because they nail it down really nicely. And yeah, the only negative is that it just takes a while to get going. So yeah, I don't know if any of you guys are history people or not, or if you're interested in that.
Yeah. I take your recommendations very seriously, Peaches.
Ah, thank you.
Now, I have a question, because
Yeah.
you were talking about how you got like immersed in that movie. Do you guys have any movie where you were really like sucked in and were like, whoa, I'm like a new world?
Avatar.
I have actually never seen Avatar, but I know it's like supposed to be like the best movie of all time. Is it?
Well, for me, it's Inception, but Avatar is still really, really good. Like, it's
So you must be pretty stoked about the new Avatar coming out.
Yeah, fun fact, when I was, because I went to see Doctor Strange.
Another fun fact. All right, here
Sorry,
we go.
I
Get
have
ready
so
here.
many. No, I was I went to see Doctor Strange, and I had heard that they had started showing the second Avatar trailer.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't know if they would show it at like the Doctor Strange movie that I was at, and then they did, and I started crying because I was so happy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the only time I've ever like actually cried.
Like happy tears.
Yeah.
Happy tears. All right. I would have loved to have been there with you, and I would have been like, Peaches, it's cool, man. It's good.
It really
it's
is.
all good. I like that it's going to be water based.
Yeah.
I love that it's going to be this water situation.
Yeah. If you see the trailer, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like it's just water everywhere.
All right. Do we have a third and final movie here?
I do have a third and final movie. I think this one came out like 2015, maybe. Ex Machina. I don't know if any of you guys know about that.
I've heard it, but haven't seen it.
Same.
Yeah, it's like more AI based. It's more realistic in a sense, kind of creepy. But if you're really into technology and like how AI develops and how it could develop in the future, I think Ex Machina would be a really good one. And then a positive that I wrote about it is that there's a lot of thinking involved. And I guess that's really specific. It'd be more for people who like to think when they watch a movie, like I do. I'm always like piecing things together. But with that one, if you think about it a lot, it's really easy to just like be invested in it in general, which just keeps you watching the movie because everything unfolds very nicely and it's very well paced.
You had me until you said thinking.
Well, yeah, that's also the negative that I put down is that there's a lot of thinking involved because like if you don't understand what's going on in that movie, then you might actually be lost.
No, I like movies where you have to think through them.
Yeah.
Think through them. I think movies can be fun to just sit down and like turn your mind off and just enjoy, but thinking movies are fun too.
Yeah. But I mean, I read this morning though, and it kind of got me thinking about Ex Machina again in terms of like that like Google apparently has some AI that's like sentient or something, or like becoming sentient, and they like fired the guy who like sort of like blew the whistle on it or something. I don't know. He might have like accidentally leaked it or something. Then I was like, that's literally Ex Machina. But yeah, except like, Ex Machina is a little more extreme, but it could happen, which is why I'm like, oh boy, it's starting now.
Okay. Ex Machina. Familiar with that one? Got to watch it. The King. Got to watch that. Inception. Already watched it. Great movie.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to next week's reviews.
Ooh, I'm ready.
All right, that was Screen Time with DJ Peaches. Very good, very good. And now for our next song. It's About Damn Time by Lizzo. Very groovy song. I love it so much. After this, we're going to play some Ducking High. So get ready for that. Stay tuned for more.
It's bad, bitch o'clock, yeah, it's thick 30. I've been through a lot, but I'm still flirty. Is everybody back up in the building? It's been a minute, tell me how you're healing. Cause I'm about to get into my feelings. How you feeling? How you feel right now? Oh, I've been so down and under pressure. I'm way too fine to be this stressed, yeah. Oh, I'm not the girl I was or used to be. I might be better. Turn up the music, turn down the lights. I got a feeling I'm gonna be alright, okay, alright. It's about damn time. Turn up the music, let's celebrate. I got a feeling I'm gonna be okay, alright. It's about damn time. In a minute, I'ma need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy, walking in my Balenciennes, trying to bring out the fabulous. Cause I give a fuck way too much. I'ma need like 2 shots in my cup. Wanna get up, wanna get down. That's how I feel right now. Oh, I've been so down and under pressure. I'm way too fine to be this stressed, yeah. Oh, I'm not the girl I was or used to be. But I might be better. Turn up the music, turn down the lights. I got a feeling I'm gonna be alright, okay, alright. It's about damn time. Turn up the music, let's celebrate. I got a feeling I'm gonna be okay, alright. It's about damn time. Cause you know what time it is. I'm coming out tonight. I'm coming out tonight. I'm coming out tonight. I'm coming out tonight. Woo! I'm coming out tonight. I'm coming out tonight. Okay. Alright. It's about damn time. I'm coming out tonight. 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 Okay. Alright. It's about damn time.
All right, that was About Damn Time by Lizzo. And now it's time for a game. What game are we playing today?
So we're going to be playing a game called Ducking High, and I have it on the box right now for the viewers on our YouTube channel. We have Ducking High in the radio station. And what this game is, these are questions that will get you high. And that's why it's called Ducking High. So they are odd questions. They're weird questions. They're off-the-wall questions. They're deep thinking questions that are really meant to kind of twist your mind, make you think, go into the deep end of the pool, if you know what I mean. So DJ Peaches here is going to read us our Ducking High prompt, and we will go around the table in the studio and hear everybody's responses. And I think it's important to note that sometimes we get a little preview of what's going to be on this card, but this time we do not. So this is really going to be off the top of the head, like what's our first thought. So kind of rapid fire type of stuff here. But before he reads this, should we just organically, whoever has a first thought, like say it, jump in, or should we go like number ourselves off, like 1, 2, 3, and like on the spot, whoever's number one has to go, no matter how crummy or how awesome your response is to the prompt. Ryan, what do you think?
Yeah, let's do 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Reese?
I'm cool with anything.
Okay. All right, we're going to rock, paper, scissors this thing because I think that the number one spot is what you don't want. You want number 3 so that you have some time to think about it. So in studio, we're going to do 3-person rock, paper, scissors. Peaches, if you can set us off.
All right. Ready?
Wait. Do we go on scissors or shoot?
Go and shoot.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
What is, you had like this little
Wait,
hook.
yeah.
What's a hook?
I I was going for rock, but then my
Okay.
finger went up.
All right, so I had scissors. So, wait a minute. How does this work?
Yeah, I was
with
about to say.
three-person?
Three-way. Can you do a three-way?
Yeah, you can do a
Okay,
three-way
I feel
rock,
like you
paper,
could.
scissors. I think
You
we have
can
to
do
do
it
it
anyway.
again because
Or do we face a certain direction, right? Like it would be this.
no, I think it's if we have to do it again, and the odd person out loses.
Okay.
So go again. All right, set us off, Peaches.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, see, so I'm the number 1 slot because you guys both beat me. So now it's head to head.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Again, I did.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh my God, guys, come on.
Reese, you don't have to look away.
Are you scared?
Yes.
I don't think you can
Yes,
cheat.
I'm very
You can cheat.
scared.
Okay.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
my goodness.
We're never
Okay,
getting through
I'll go
this.
second. I don't care.
Got
I'll go second.
hive mind situation going on here. All
All
right,
right, see what I can come up with
Either way.
my last 2 brain cells.
I have to go first.
All right. Okay. Are you guys ready for the question?
I'm gonna try to answer this so quickly, like you're gonna get raw curly right now. Like,
Okay.
Just straight up what I'm thinking in the moment.
All right, here we go. The question is, where do you think Waldo is right now?
Up your butt. Sorry. Like I said,
I would have said the same thing.
maturity level of an 18-year-old boy. I'm sorry. All right, so that was my first answer. My follow-up answer is going to be he's certainly on Chapman's campus somewhere. He's local. Waldo is definitely local. Somewhere other than your butt, he's on Chapman's campus.
He does wear our school colors, so I wouldn't be
There we go.
surprised.
There we go. He's buddies with Panther Pete.
I was thinking my first thought was Paris because Waldo likes to travel in summer.
Ooh, okay.
I have a pickup line for Waldo. Where's Waldo? In a nation. What nation? My imagination.
Ooh.
That was horrible. I'm
Is
sorry,
he
guys.
real,
That
or
was
is
like an Inception answer.
Yeah.
I like that.
Inception 2, Waldo.
All right. So we had Up Your Butt, Paris, and Imagination.
I love that
Slash
concept.
Chapman's campus.
Of where's Waldo? Inception. Where's Waldo? It's Inception 2.
I mean, for me, I always feel like I always imagine Waldo. You know those like black sand beaches in like Iceland.
Okay.
I just always envision him just standing there.
So he's super obvious.
Yeah,
In
but
his
like
red
no one
and,
goes
red
there.
and white striped sweater.
Yeah, but no one goes there, so like he's fine because he's never trying to be like found. He's always like hiding.
I feel like trendy hipsters go to Iceland.
But they would just think he's one of them because he kind of looks like one.
That's true. He does
So-
have a hipster kind of vibe to him.
Yeah.
My question is, how does Waldo get literally everywhere? Like, that man is probably loaded. Like, he's jet set, ready to go.
The trust fund. I don't know.
Well, speaking of movies, what if it's like, what's that one with, I always want to say DiCaprio, Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks. Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, I love that movie. Yeah, he's probably like scamming people.
Yeah,
just
Waldo's
getting
just a
places.
scammer. Like, he doesn't have money. He's just scams his way onto flights, and that's why he has to be so secretive and like hide out and stuff.
What if that movie was based off of Waldo? Even though it was like technically that guy in reality, but what if they were like, let's throw some Waldo in there?
Here's what we need to do is we need to make the movie that is like the perfect tri-blend of Inception, Catch Me If You Can, and Where's Waldo? Like what movie, if we combine those three movies to make one movie, I feel like
It could work.
that could totally work.
I can definitely see it working.
Waldoception.
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 If you can. Catch Waldo Inception.
Yeah, I'm down for it. I'll think about it. Maybe that'll be my movie proposal next week. Maybe I should do that.
Ooh, that would be good. Like, what three movies combined would make one awesome movie?
Yeah.
That's actually one of the cards
Wait, really?
in Ducking High.
No
Yeah,
way.
that is, yeah.
Wow, my
Wow.
mind is just already there.
We
Yeah,
just
we don't even
answered
need to play the
2
game.
in 1.
Boom. All right, DJ Reese, I think that's it. Wrap us up.
All right. It's live from Henley Basement. We were live, and now we will not be live. That was a horrible way to wrap up. But anyways, we're wrapping up. All right, we will see you next Thursday at 3:30.
Yeah, that sounds good.
3:30. All right. That's it. We'll see you guys next week.
3, 2, 1.
Live from the Henley basement at Chapman University, this is Case.
Another day, another try. Sing your dreams a lullaby. Smoke another cigarette. Haven't hit the filter yet.